Less than 5 hours south of San Diego, in the waters of the upper Gulf of California, there is a thriving black market industry.
Illegal fishing that is so lucrative, poachers are armed and willing to shoot. 10 News anchor Kimberly Hunt brings us the fight that has scientists taking on the cartels to save a species.
Beneath the surface of the Sea of Cortez is a war for a fish referred to as the cocaine of the sea. So valuable, it's controlled by organized crime. Cartels are willing to kill for it, and in the process, wipe out other sea life now on the brink of extinction. The world's smallest whale. Shy, elusive, mysterious.
Even fishermen that have spent their whole lives on the water in the Sea of Cortez think that they don't exist.
Found only in one place on Earth, the upper Gulf of California. The vaquita, the world's most endangered marine mammal. Victim to the estimated 2,000 illegal gill nets weighted below the surface of the Sea of Cortez.
If it can't get up to the surface to breathe, it's going to drown really quickly.
This porpoise is an unintended catch in the multi-million-dollar black market business for a fish called the totoaba.
All they want is one part of that fish. It's called the swim bladder.
The totoaba swim bladder is a delicacy in China. It's thought to have medicinal powers, making it more valuable than gold.
They basically cut open the fish, take that organ out, and then they discard the rest of the fish.
Each swim bladder brings poachers up to $5,000. Some like these are confiscated at border checks, but countless others make it through, smuggled by Mexican criminal organizations from the waters off San Felipe to China.
When the organized crime networks can make so much money off a single fish, it makes it more lucrative than drugs, and it's been called the cocaine of the sea.
San Diego marine veterinarian Dr. Cynthia Smith recently led vaquita CPR, the largest operation ever conducted to save a marine mammal from extinction. In the joint effort between Mexico and the U.S., 90 of the world's best marine experts attempted something never before tried: to capture, protect, and when it's safe in the Gulf, release the threatened porpoise back into the sea. A mission that found them up against an armed and organized cartel, aware that the Sea Shepherd working alongside the research team was there to remove the gill nets.
These guys are really rushing into their panga.
Coming on top of them now.
They're doing something at the side of their boat.
That's a rifle. I heard gunshots.
The Mexican Navy provided protection, but the poachers didn't back down.
All right, Navy's in pursuit.
You have to arrest them and you have to take them to court and they have to go to jail. That has never happened.
Lorenzo Rojas Bracco with the United Nations and part of Vaquita CPR says the Mexican government has failed to enforce the fishing ban or provide fishermen with an alternative.
Particularly in the upper Gulf, organized crime has taken over.
That's clear in these pictures given to us by sources in Mexico. They show dozens of illegal fishing boats in the federally protected Vaquita refuge, their gill nets and catch clearly visible.
You allow corruption when you don't have that proper governance.
At the time of the tensions, our photojournalists traveled to San Felipe and got this drone footage showing fishing boats leaving the harbor headed toward the refuge. Poachers blatantly showed off for the camera as they returned to shore with thousands of dollars of totoaba. Nearby, fishermen were rioting against government boats parked at the harbor, the very idea of a crackdown fueling rage.
We were getting threats from a part of the fishing community that just didn't want us there.
Vaquita CPR continued its work escorted by a U.S. private security team.
Oh yeah, what is that right there? You guys see those animals?
Oh, yeah.
Smith and her team closed in on a female vaquita. From the time the animal was taken on board the boat,
no one's actually ever held a live vaquita,
to arriving at the Vaquita CPR rescue base, her vitals were monitored. They named her Esperanza, Hope.
Okay,
But soon it became clear she would not accept the care of humans, and the team moved quickly to release her.
Go, girl, go.
As they did, she suffered cardiac arrest.
She's circling back. There's a heartbeat, guys. Come on, just give me the oxygen. Come back to me. Come on, Mama.
All efforts to save her failed.
I never cried so much, I think, in my whole life.
A devastating blow to the hope of protecting the animal from certain death in the wild.
We have to deal with what we are dealing now. Organized crime, illegal fishing.
De vaquita marina murió horas después del rescate.
How hopeful are you?
I think there's still time. The genetic strength is there. The animals can come back. We just need to get the gill nets out of the water.
Fishing season in the Gulf started in January. It runs through May.
We tried to buy them more time, but it just didn't work. Our only hope now is to eradicate the threat. And if we don't, it will not only be the end of the vaquita, but the entire Sea of Cortez.
Just hours ago, we received word that yesterday 4 pangas surrounded the Sea Shepherd in the Vaquita Refuge, chased the boat, and fired several shots. No one was hit. The Sea Shepherd is still in the Gulf. To date, it's pulled over 1,000 pieces of illegal fishing gear from the refuge. We want to thank National Geographic for sharing video from the Sea of Cortez and the San Diego International Film Festival for shedding light on this issue. Kimberly Hunt, 10 News.
Some really great work there by Kimberly. We have created a special section on the fight to save the vaquita at 10news.com. There you will find more about the world's most endangered marine mammal, the cartel's hold on the wildlife trade, and how you can support the efforts of Vaquita CPR.